This is Shaun, a.k.a. and this is based on a true story. So one day, I met this girl. I met her at the gas station. Come to find out, I knew the girl from a long time ago. She just grew up. She grew into her body. So we exchanged numbers. We talk, we text, we hang out, we get close. Maybe about a month and a half, we make it official. We become boyfriend and girlfriend. We went out plenty of times. We went to Applebee's, Chili's, Fridays. We even went to a comedy improv and we both spent money on each other. But it was this one day out of all the days where I got broken up with over a hamburger. Let me tell you more about the story. So one day I was going back and forth to work, and on the weekends I would come and see her. So we would talk throughout the week, but on the weekends I would spend, just the weekend with her, Friday through Monday. And one day I didn't eat, which is something I'm known for. Sometimes I just don't feel like eating. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood, or overall, really, I'm just not hungry. But I need to force myself to eat. Well, that particular day, I didn't force myself to eat anything. And I was feeling awful. But I didn't think it was because of the food. I thought it was just because I had a headache and I was just experiencing some pain. So I get off the train. I took the train to her. I call it the weekend train, but if you're from South Florida, it's called the Tri-Rail. So I took the Tri-Rail down to Hollywood, Florida. Shout out to Hollywood, Florida. Go down there, she picks me up, and she's like, "What's wrong with you? You look really tired. Why didn't you say that you were tired? I wouldn't have had you come down." Because the ride was like 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. So I'm like, "No, it's okay. I wanted to spend a weekend with you and hang out." Of course, that's my girlfriend, right? So she's like, "I really don't know what to do for you because I don't have anything at the house that you can take for like pain pills. And I really just wanted to go straight home. I wanted to lay down." She was like, "Well, maybe you need to get something to eat." So I was like, "You know what? All right, cool." She's like, "What do you want to eat?" I say, "Just swing me by Checkers." So we go by Checkers. And if anybody knows me, I love Checkers. Checkers is by far the best. Now, I do believe they changed their ingredients, but whatever. I love Checkers. So we're in the drive through and I'm ordering the food, and I'm kind of speaking over her. And then the person who's taking the order, she can't really hear me. I just tell her, "Listen, just get me a number, the Big Buford, you know, medium fry, medium drink, whatever." Now, mind you, I got a headache. So I'm like really sitting in the car. My eyes are closed. I got my hand over my eyes and I'm just out of it. And I'm thinking that if I'm eating, she's going to eat. I didn't care if she ordered anything before. She's always done it. So she didn't order anything. So I'm like, all right, cool. I take out my card, I give it to her, pay for the order. And the atmosphere changed in the car. So I'm taking little nibbles, little bites of the food, starting to feel a little bit better within a couple minutes. And she's kind of looking at me like, "Really?" And I'm looking at her like, you cool? You good?" She's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm fine." So we get to the house. I take my stuff down. I go lay down. Take about like an hour and a half of a nap. I get up and she's sitting on the couch watching Netflix with her legs crossed, but she's not looking like her normal self. She didn't run over to me and kiss me. She didn't run over and rub me, ask me, "Am I doing better?" She kind of was just looking at me like, "I can't stand you right now." So I go into the kitchen. I fix me something to drink. I go sit down on the couch. I ask her, "What movie are you watching?" And she's like, "Well, I'm not watching nothing anymore because we need to talk." And I'm like, "Okay, what's up? What we need to talk about?" She was like, "Earlier today." I'm like, "Yeah, what about it?" She was like, "You had a headache and we went to Checkers and you didn't ask me if I was hungry." And I was like, "What?" She was like, "Yeah, you didn't ask me if I wanted something." And I was like, "I had a headache. I told you to order the food. You could have got anything that you wanted." Dude, I was like, "Why are you acting brand new?" She was like, "I don't think this is gonna work." So I'm shocked now. I'm like, "What?" I'm thinking like this is some type of bad joke. She's like, "I don't think this is gonna work because you're inconsiderate." So now I'm sitting next to her, flabbergasted. I'm just gone out of my mind at this point because I'm like, what did I miss? I told her I had a headache. She asked me where I want to go get something to eat. I tried to order the food, but she ordered it for me. And the fact that I had a headache and I didn't tell her that she can get herself something to eat, I'm inconsiderate. And I've always replayed that in my mind time and time again because I was like, where did I go wrong? I'm not in the mood to be considerate of somebody else's stomach. I have a headache. I don't even want to talk right now. Order yourself some food. I mean, again, we went plenty of places and she ordered food and I paid for it. So what's the difference now? So we're talking and I'm asking her, like, is she serious? So, I kind of asked a dumb question. I'm like, so, I mean, can I still stay for the weekend? Because, like, are you breaking up with me? Like, what's the deal? Like, I don't really understand. Like, it seemed like it was trying to be a conversation, but she took it like left field. So the fact that she said that I was being inconsiderate, she was like, I can't deal with a guy that's going to be like that. Now, mind you, we haven't been together in like no longer than maybe 2 months, maybe 2.5 months tops, you know. And of course, I got a chance to enjoy her in every aspect of every way. But still, in all, I thought it was something that was going to last. So I'm sitting on the couch, and at this point, I'm just becoming silent. I don't want to make it worse. I don't want to argue. I don't want to be the guy who's spazzing out. I'd rather be the guy that's like, okay, we ended it on mutual terms. So on that same day, the Friday I got there was the same Friday I'm going back. Typically, I would go back on a Sunday night. So her sister comes in. She had a twin sister, or I don't know what they call it. They wasn't exactly identical. I forgot what they call them, fraternal twins or whatever. So her sister came in, and her sister was like, "Hey, Darshawn, how you doing?" And I was like, "Not too good. Me and your sister just, we called it quits." And she was like, "Oh, for what?" I say, "Shoot, ask your sister." So she was like, "Oh, he just acting extra, but he'll be okay." Now, mind you, my mind is being blown because the way she's just, casually going about this, I'm like, this had to be pre-planned. Nevertheless, I go pack my things up. I hug the other sister. She was like, "It was nice to meet you. It was fun while it lasted." Um, the girl that I'm breaking up with unwillingly, we're talking and it's cool, calm, and collective. And as I'm getting to the train station, I'm starting to really feel it now. Like, dang, she really broke up with me over a Checkers burger. And I had never been the same after that. Like, every time I see Checkers now, I kind of get like some type of anxiety. Like, like somebody's going to come around the corner and say, "I'm breaking up with you." So we make it back to the train stations, a casual conversation, no hard feelings. But I told her, I'm having a hard time getting through this. And one of the most ice cold things I've ever heard her say was, "You're going to get over me. Don't worry about it." I open the door, I walk out, and those words had echoed in my mind for years. She pulled off. She didn't give me a hug. She didn't say goodbye. She actually pulled off and left, and I had never seen her again. I, to this day, don't believe that it was over a hamburger. I believe it was over something else that I missed. Maybe she caught a different realization on something else, but I don't think it was just because of a hamburger. But you guys comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. This is Hamburger Shaun, and I'll catch you guys next time.